I question your boxing knowledge if you think Dillian Whyte has a chance of knocking out Joseph Parker. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm going to make it very clear. In my opinion, I do not believe that Dillian Whyte has the ability to knock out Joseph Parker. Matter of fact, I would be absolutely shocked if this fight ends with Dillian Whyte winning via KO. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening because Dillian Whyte doesn't have the proper ability and proper technique to land his power punches on a moving target. He needs you to be standing in front of him like a fucking zombie with no defense, no head movement, standing right in the pocket. Just ask Lucas Brown. Dillian Whyte has issues with movement. I don't care what Joseph Parker says in the build-up of this fight. I don't care if he says he's going to make it into a war. I don't care if he says he's going to fight on the inside. I could almost guarantee you Joseph Parker is going to be on the back foot in this fight, and he's going to be making Dillian Whyte chase him. Okay? And when that happens, Dillian Whyte is going to have a really difficult time pinning down the mobile Joseph Parker. Dillian Whyte did not fool me when he knocked out Lucas Brown, because he knocks out Lucas Brown and all of a sudden people claim he's a KO artist. That doesn't fool me. I understand that there's something called styles make fights. And like I said earlier in the video, Lucas Brown standing right in front of Dillian Whyte with absolutely no head movement, like a sitting duck, made it easy for Dillian Whyte to catch him cleanly and eventually knock him out. But like I said, when you have a moving target against Dillian Whyte, he has major issues. And I found this out when he fought Robert Helenius. Robert Helenius was never a boxer. If you look at Robert Helenius' entire career, he was always a come-forward fighter. That's what he did best. He was, he's a big heavyweight. He's about 6'6", but he always fought a come-forward fight. Yet against Dillian Whyte, he changed his style. He changed his style up, and he decided to play the boxer. Now, like I said, this is a guy that is not a natural boxer. He's a guy who naturally moves forward and comes aggressively. So he was out of his element when he was trying to outbox Dillian Whyte. Okay? Yet a heavyweight who was out of his element and who doesn't naturally fight that type of style in Robert Helenius was able to go the distance with Dillian Whyte. And Dillian Whyte was having issues with that movement. If you don't believe me, look at that fight carefully. Look at how annoyed Dillian Whyte was with the movement. He couldn't pin down Robert Helenius. Matter of fact, Robert Helenius was the one who was hurting Dillian Whyte, because if I recall, it was Robert Helenius who caught Dillian Whyte and hurt him. Matter of fact, throughout the whole fight, the most visible, punch that landed, and the one who looked to hurt the most was Dillian Whyte. When it was in one of the rounds, in the early rounds, when Robert Helenius decided to, fight in the pocket in exchange with Dillian Whyte, he hurt Dillian Whyte, and he was on Queer Street for like a half a second. But if you look at the majority of that fight, Robert Helenius was just, moving, using his footwork, and Dillian Whyte was the one coming forward, being the aggressor. And the reason Helenius lost that fight was because he wasn't being offensive enough. He was just moving, but he forgot to be offensive. But the point was, his movement really gave Dillian Whyte a hard time. And I believe it's going to be the same scenario with Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker, unlike Robert Helenius, is a natural mover. He is a guy who naturally fights off the back foot. So that means he's better at it than Robert Helenius. And if Robert Helenius can go the distance against Dillian Whyte, guys, I guarantee you, Joseph Parker will go the distance against Dillian Whyte. I'm telling you. You know, I get my shit right when I'm very confident in this. Dillian Whyte will not knock out Joseph Parker. It's not going to happen. That punching power that you saw against Lucas Brown is going to be totally irrelevant against Joseph Parker because he cannot pin down and move and target. Facts. FACTS. Hashtag facts. Dillian Whyte needs you to be sitting in front of him. I'm telling you guys. I know what I'm talking about, and I'm very confident. And once again, I will be correct. And go ahead and tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about, and Dillian Whyte can knock out Joseph Parker, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Anyway, guys, just a little video I thought I'll throw out there. I'm out.